NBC Sports presents the National Football League. Today, it's the Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots.
Welcome to rainy, chilly Foxborough Stadium, everybody. And you know, as you look at the AFC Eastern Division, it really is unbelievable how those Buffalo Bills have run away with it. And today, with a win over the Patriots, they would wrap up a playoff spot. A win coupled with a Jets loss later this afternoon, and they wrap up the AFC East. I'm Jim Donovan. Nice to be with Beasley Reese once again. But really, what the Bills want more than anything else, home field throughout the playoffs.
They'd like to get those Houston Oilers. Take them up to Rich Stadium, wind, rain, cold conditions like we've got right here. That's their goal.
They have some injuries. Let's talk about Don Beebe. Broke his collarbone in the Monday night game.
He plans to be back in time for the playoffs, but, you know, for right now, they'll have to go to number 85, Al Edwards. And his stats, 2 receptions, 44 yards, 1 touchdown versus Pittsburgh.
Bruce Smith will not go once again here today.
He didn't practice last week. No indication that he'll practice this week. But you know what? If you're 10-1 without the guy, just let him rest up for the playoffs. And the guy that'll have to take his place is Cornelius Bennett. I mean, he has done one heck of a job. He's off to his best season ever. Last week, he had the great fumble recovery for the touchdown. And, you know, he's injury-free for the first time since his rookie year. And he credits that to the great season that he's having.
There's Dick McPherson on the sideline. Not even a wetsuit for McPherson today. Normally, he'll just go with a sweater. But he said his team needs to cash in on a big win. And what better day to do it than against the top team in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Marv Levy, when we talked with him last night, didn't want to hear anything about wrapping up the AFC East or wrapping up the playoffs. He just wants to win one game at a time. Buffalo receives. Al Edwards, a yard deep in his end zone, hesitates but comes out. Zachary misses a tackle, and then he's finally pushed out by John Vaughn at the 21-yard line. Let's quickly check that Buffalo lineup for you. It's a good offensive line. Will Wolford's been injured, but he's back in there today at left tackle. In the backfield, Kelly with Thomas and Gardner, Lofton, Reed, and McKellar as the tight end. So it's 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the 21-yard line. They are in a huddle to start things off here this afternoon at Foxborough Stadium. And here come the Bills. Thomas, the lone back in the backfield. He gets it. He gets hit right away. Singleton shoots through to knock him down. Here's the front 7 of the Patriots. Vincent Brown had a great game last week. Watch for him, number 59 at inside linebacker. In the secondary for the Patriots, Fred Marion is back in there, and that truly helps them a great deal. On 2nd down and long, almost intercepted. Mickey Washington almost picked the ball off. It was intended for Andre Reed, and right away you see the effects, Beasley, of a wet turf here because Reed never got a chance to stand upright.
Reed went down on the slip, and Mickey wishes he could have had that one over again. That one could be standing in the end zone right now.
3rd down and 10. Kelly pressured, sacked at the 10. Ray Agnew urging the Patriot crowd, come on, we're here to win today. That's a major, major victory, Beasley, for the New England defense.
It really is. For them to come out and withstand that first adversity and to get them to lose 12 yards on that sack is key. Agnew's been bruised up. He's had a bad hip, bad ankle, but it's not showing there.
Chris Moore punting out of his own end zone. Jerome Henderson, back deep, and the ball is at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for New England. 36-yard punt and a great starting field position for the Patriots as Henderson made the fair catch at the 46. All right, here's the New England offensive line. Pat Harlow at right tackle, their top draft choice, has been sensational. He's played every down this year. Leonard Russell has over 600 yards rushing, but he's all banged up with a rib and ankle problem. And Hugh Millen was sensational last week. In 3rd down, they go to 4 wide. Stevens comes in at running back, and Marv Cook splits out as a wide receiver. Here's Millen, who had a career day against the Jets last week, but a New England loss in that game. He throws, fire. Up near a 1st down, brought down by Kirby Jackson at the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a 1st down. Here's the Bills' defense. Phil Hansen doing a nice job filling in for Bruce Smith, and the front 7's been good all season long. In the secondary, Jackson, Odom, Smith, and Kelso. In the nickel situation, James Williams has just been activated for this game after having a knee problem, and Cliff Hicks comes in too. A measurement on the catch by Fryer, and a first down for New England. Second most career receptions now for Fryer in Patriots history, second to the great Stanley Morgan.
He just surpassed Gino Cappelletti with that catch, and that's a major, major career mark for Irving Fryer.
My heavens, I'm winded. This thing has started very quickly, hasn't it, Peasley?
They're not wasting any time.
First and 10, New England at the Buffalo 35. Ivy Joe Hunter and Leonard Russell in the I formation. Millen. Ball was knocked down on the pass. Leon Seals got his hand up there on the left side and batted the ball back. And so it will be second down and 10. They were looking for Fryer again.
You can tell that they plan to feature Irving 2 consecutive plays, both of them looking at number 80. This time is a 3-step drop. You see the quarterback, 1, 2, 3. It should be a quick little pop, but Seals gets the big paw up there and knocks it down.
Buffalo comes off a sensational game against Miami on Monday night. The big thing that had Marv Levy grinning, 5 turnovers they forced in that game. And they'll try and get some here today. Second down and 10, that's McMurtry in motion. And this is Leonard Russell. And Russell gets about a yard or 2 down to the 34-yard line. Russell, as we said, playing with injuries. He's hit the wall, don't you think, Beasley, as far as a rookie is concerned?
He really has. He's played already a college season. Everybody knows he left Arizona State early. Just a super game he had against Buffalo last time, going over 100 yards. And, you know, Cornelius Bennett was telling us that they were fooled by the scouting report. They were expecting a 5'10", 205-pound running back in Russell. When he walked in there at 6'2", 240, they were shocked.
Third down now for New England. They are 32% on third down this year, and this is to keep the drive going from the Buffalo 34. There's problems with the snap again. They've had that problem too. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. Incomplete. Irving Fryer had beaten his man Hicks down in the corner of the end zone, and Millen's just a little bit lengthy.
Just a little bit long that time, and you know, you can probably blame the elements for that. A quarterback with the field wet, the ground wet, everything wet. He might have put a little bit more on it. I tell you, he is open from start to finish. Fryer's looking back all the way saying, man, get it to me. A little bit too long.
So they will attempt a field goal. Tommy Hodson will hold. Charlie Bauman is in. He's 2 for 3. His long has been 44 yards on the season. This is a 51-yard attempt. High snap again, and it is blocked. And the Bills come out with the football. That's James Williams, the second-year man who just got activated for this game, who comes up with the ball, and Bauman had it blocked. Not his fault, though. A bad snap, and it didn't have a prayer. We'll be right back.
Let's take a look at the block here. We've got goal with the snap. You see it's just a little bit off. Look at the right side of your screen. Number 31, James Williams, will come in, stick out the hand, throwing his body in, and gets the big, big block.
First down, Buffalo gets it out to Thurman Thomas. He's got blocking in front, and he slips down at the 42-yard line. Now, you're watching players slip down. There is a major story here in New England about the field conditions here. They put grass down for the first time ever here. The roots did not take, so on November 12th, they had to tear the field up, call in the turf doctor, George Toma, the Super Bowl groundskeeper, and he's been living here in New England, nursing this field back. Thomas on second down will turn it into a Buffalo first down out to the 47-yard line. And Beasley, last night, Nate Odoms and a lot of the Bills were worried about this field.
They were talking about changing from the medium spikes to the longer spikes to make sure that they can stand up. And, you know, these conditions may help New England a lot when it comes to Thurman Thomas. He's got the really quick feet.
This is Kenneth Davis, and he's wrapped up by Vincent Brown at the 49-yard line of New England. Davis is in now for Thurman Thomas. Thomas is also a player that's playing with an awful lot of black and blues. So Davis is getting a number of plays and number of snaps now during the regular season, and he's turned in to be a very valuable player for them. Second down. Buffalo in New England territory for the first time today. And this is Davis. Tippett almost had the play in the backfield, but look at Davis. Down to the 26 of the Patriots and a first down. Fred Marion brought him down, 24-yard gain.
They love Kenneth Davis. As a matter of fact, Thurman Thomas loves Davis. He doesn't mind coming out. When he gets winded, he has so much faith in Davis, he'll just raise his hand for him to come in. That's a great run by Davis, and he does it every time he's called. Last week, he had 98 yards.
Now Thomas is back in the backfield. First down. They'll fling it out to Thurman. Nice catch. And then Maurice Hurst closes on the play and brings him down.
You know,
first of all, it was a heck of a catch.
It really was a great catch. Once again, the turf is really going to bother Thurman Thomas because he has such radical moves, especially when it comes to interior running. He makes these drastic cuts, and that's going to be difficult on this turf.
Second down now. Jim Kelly looking things over. No huddle for the Bills. They lose 2 yards on that play. Second and 12. Thomas. A big hole. Great push by the Buffalo offensive line. And Thomas brings it to the 21-yard line. The linebackers, Vincent Brown and Chris Singleton, make the tackle. But, boy, the Bills' offensive line pushed hard.
That's been a great story for them. For the most part, most of those guys have been healthy and together all season long.
Here's another big play now for the Patriots defense. 3rd and 5. A lot of time for Kelly. Al Edwards, does he make the catch? Yes, he does. So he's the man who's stepping in for Don Beebe, makes the grab, and it's first down Buffalo at the 11-yard line.
And see, that will make you crazy. Take a look at this. Kelly simply had too much time. Too much time.
Tim Gordon came over the top to try and bat the ball away. First down, Thomas to the 6. And it will be second down. They can get a first down now at the New England 1. So that gives you a little bit of a breather that if you do not have a lot of field to work with, you can pop one down to the 1-yard line and get a first down. They are second down and 4 to go from just outside the 5. Try to make a fingertip catch down at the 1-yard line. Washington on the coverage for the Patriots.
You know, that shows you how great these athletes are. We were looking before the game started, watching people warm up, and a lot of these guys were making one-handed catches in the rain. There's almost a beauty right there by Reed, trying to control it in the air and then gather it in.
Now, we told you New England was 32% on third down conversions. Buffalo is 52%. Patriots have only allowed 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's Thomas. They got it outside. Fred Marion and Singleton put him down, but a pretty good surge made him take it even wider.
It was a great surge that made him bounce a little bit deeper, but there's the man that made the play. His position, his leverage to the outside forced him to have to dance a little bit, and the containment caught up with him.
All right, New England had a 51-yard field goal blocked. Here's Scott Norwood, much shorter. The spot coming at the 13, 23-yard field goal attempt. Norwood has made 6 in a row for the early lead. Make it 7 in a row. Buffalo jumps out 3-0 here in the first quarter. We have 7:51 to go here in Foxborough's first quarter. Buffalo leads. Welcome back to Foxborough Stadium. Jim Donovan and Beasley Reese. Buffalo scores first here this afternoon on a 23-yard field goal by Scott Norwood. That is Brad Deloiso, who just kicks off for Buffalo. John Vaughn and Marvin Allen are deep for New England. This is Vaughn, the rookie out of Michigan, takes it at the 4-yard line. Nice run back outside. Here goes Vaughn. Quite a weekend for John Vaughn. He proposed to his fiancée, now his fiancée, on Friday night, and she said yes.
You know, there was a 50-50 shot, according to Coach McPherson, whether or not his girlfriend would say yes, and she must have really fired him up. Look at this run back. I mean, that's exactly what they needed to start and to try to respond to Buffalo. A 50-yard return. Great job, John.
Well, he's got some responsibilities coming up in the next few months,
He's ready to start making some plays.
He's got to be paying for a wedding. First down New England at the Buffalo 45-yard line. Great starting field position. They trail 3-0. McMurtry in motion. This is Leonard Russell. And Russell is wrapped up on the play by Shane Conlon after a short game. Now, big games going on all around the league. The Raiders lead on a Steve Smith touchdown. No score in those other games in Cleveland and in Washington. And in Pittsburgh. And the Giants' Dave Meggett went 70 yards with a punt for a touchdown. Barry Sanders 17 yards for a touchdown for the Lions. And no score from Green Bay. And here in New England, 23-yard field goal by Scott Norwood leads 3-0. But the Patriots get a 50-yard kickoff return by John Vaughn, and now they're trying to cash in on that. Marv Cook goes in motion. Millen in trouble. Oh, in big trouble. Cornelius Bennett gets him.
Cornelius Bennett promised us last night when we sat with him that he would have a big day today, and man, as he started off in the right direction. Hugh Millen going back, looking. There's nothing to his right, so he tries to, he can feel when that pocket collapses, and take a look at what Cornelius Bennett finds when he spins.
For Cornelius Bennett, his 6th sack of the year. He said that this year he has been much more of a featured defensive player. He's been able to go side to side, not lining up in the same spot all the time. Now you see him on your top of your screen, lining up almost as a standing defensive end. Millen. Open, kicked off, and dropped. Leonard Smith had it right in his hands at the 31-yard line, and Irving Fryer was open, and then Smith really timed it.
Let's take another look at Cornelius Bennett. This time on the run, you see the slap move, that head slap. Almost got to him, just completely hustling, getting his hits in every time. And you know what? Those rushes, those pressures are more helpful sometimes than a sack. That could have been an interception.
Well, I think this guy's got the perfect name to be punting in the Boston area. Sean McCarthy is in to punt it away. He had a 93-yard punt up in Buffalo. The first time they played, he almost had one get blocked right back in his face by Steve Tasker. Hicks calls for a fair catch. And Buffalo will start at their own 10-yard line. Well, New England's had good field position today, but they haven't been able to do anything with it. And Buffalo leads. We'll be right back. What a great way to spend Thanksgiving Day right with us here on NBC. First down, Buffalo at their own 10. Thomas runs it out to the 15-yard line. And Thurman is brought down by Maurice Hurst and also brought down by Garen Veras. New England's made a change now, Beasley, on their front 3. They go with Veras, Fred Smerlas, and Marion Hobby.
You know, what they like to do is they like to rotate those guys to keep them fresh, especially against this run and shoot.
Andre Reed is open and catches for a Buffalo first down out to the 24-yard line. Vincent Brown is on the tackle along with Mickey Washington.
One of the things that New England defensive coordinator Collier told us is that he'd like for his guys to make sure that they make the catch after the tackle. They want to control Thurman Thomas and make the catch after the throw. Thomas
runs to the 25, and he'll only get a yard. And it will set up second down and 9. Vincent Brown along with Veras and Singleton. Well, as we told you, today's, believe it or not, my 5-day forecast here for the Foxborough area was for sunny skies and 60 degrees today. So we missed, but look at the fog that's been blowing in here at Foxborough Stadium today. Kelly has to throw the ball into the ground. Now, I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or if his receiver changed his route and he had already committed to throwing to a spot, Beasley.
He tried to pull it back, Jim. For some reason, he saw something. Maybe he saw a defender step in front. Let's see what happens here. It looks like he makes the motion and then tries to stop himself. And with he's got the big hand, so he does that all the time. But this time, because of the weather, he let it go.
Big play again now for the New England defense. Third down and 9. Buffalo deep in their own territory. At the 25. Kelly in trouble. Gonna try and run for it. Throws down the sideline, and they're saying that it is a good catch. It is McKellar, the tight end, who makes the grab. Kelly came dangerously close to going over the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he was okay, and it's a Buffalo first down.
Now, there's nothing more frustrating for a defense than that. Joe Collier, the defensive coordinator, has got to be pulling his hair out. I mean, they had everybody covered, but because the defensive lineman allowed Kelly to break containment, I guess we're going to review this.
Play clock to 26 seconds.
That's Gordon McCarter, our referee, actually is just going to reset the play clock.
Pass. Receiver hit out of bounds. The play is being reviewed.
All right, it is going to be reviewed. So not only are they resetting the play clock, but they're going to review it. So Jim Kelly will wait and see what the pictures show up here beside us in the replay booth. Again, Kelly got an outside rush from Andre Tippett, and he was flushed out of the pocket and then turned it into a big play.
You know, he breaks containment and then makes a throw. We got a great angle here to see whether or not it's a catch. From this angle, I tell you, that looks about as good as it gets. I don't see him fumbling. I don't see him juggling.
After review, the play stands as ruled. Completed pass, first down.
All right, good job by the referees, and they need a pat on the back. Good job by the crew here.
They needed a good start to the day, didn't they?
The referees have been through a lot lately.
Kelly 5 for 9 already here this afternoon, 42 yards. Looks like they're trying to set up a screen. He got hit by Tippett. And actually, it looked like he was almost throwing the ball, dumping it off to the big offensive lineman, Howard the House Ballard.
You know, he looked over there. That was the first white shirt he saw, and he almost threw it to him.
2nd down and 10. He took a pretty good lick from Tippett.
Kelly's a tough guy. That's what all the coaches in the league respect about him. He'll take that lick, and it's like he doesn't care. He likes that kind of stuff. Big, tough guy.
4:28 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Buffalo. Kelly looking long for Al Edwards. Incomplete. He ends up with 2 receivers down there. Also down there was Keith McKellar. David Poole is over there on the coverage for New England.
You know what? This is what Kelly does so well. He throws it out there and just says, I've got athletes, you've got athletes. Let's see who comes up with it. That time McKellar's there, everybody's there, but a good play by Poole.
Now, 2 guys should not be that close.
No, they should not. No, they should not. And the reason they were that close is that Kelly threw it high and to a spot, and both players just ran at the ball.
3rd and 10. Patriots coming on a blitz. They got him. Vincent Brown sacks Kelly. It's the 2nd time he's been sacked today, and the crowd gives the Patriots defense a nice hand.
You see him coming from the right, Vincent Brown all alone, and he comes in so clean and so quickly that Kelly has no time. And look at all of the jerseys there, the New England jerseys. Nobody was blocked.
That's Chris Moore. He'll punt. Jerome Henderson is back deep for the Patriots. They should end up with good field position. I wonder if Henderson could see it through the fog. Looks like he got it okay. And Steve Tasker chases him down at the 30-yard line and turns it into a 0-yard return. 31-yard punt. But the Patriots defense has done a fine job here at the start, and we'll be right back. New England starts at their own 30-yard line, trailing 3-0 to the Buffalo Bills. Ivy Joe Hunter, Leonard Russell make up the backfield. Russell, good hold. Still running, and Russell carries out to the 39-yard line. Now, 3-0 Buffalo. They made their field goal, but the difference in the game, let's go back to New England, 51-yard field goal attempt. Tim Goad gives Tommy Hodson a bad snap.
Now, Tommy Hodson does a great job just to gather this in and put it down. From the right side of your screen, number 31, James Williams, coming in, reaching out, and that is the difference in the contest.
Because they turned that in, Buffalo did, to marching down the field and getting their field goal attempt. Ivy Joe Hunter trying to get the first down, and he does, to the 41-yard line. Let's go to New York right now, and we'll check in with Bob.
All right, Jim, in Cincinnati, here is Donald Hollis back to throw. Started the year as their 3rd-string quarterback. This one is picked off by Ronnie Lott, a poor throw for Lott, his 5th interception of the year. He's been a valuable pickup for the Raiders. Brings it back into Cincy territory. Raiders patch together a quick drive from there. Steve Smith over from the 1, 7-zip L.A.
Thanks, Bob. Here in New England, 3-0 Buffalo. The Patriots have it. First down at their own 41-yard line. Millen throwing, and it's fired. He can't hang on. At the 40-yard line. Boy, they have gone to Fryer a number of times today, and they just can't make the connection. And Irving dropped that one, Beasley.
You know what? You're taking a look at the end of the play. That's Nate Odom's on his back and strips Fryer as he gathers the ball in. And you know, when we talked to Odoms last night, he said at some point it'll be Odoms versus Irving Fryer. And he said he knows he'll make the play, and that time he came up with it.
Millen is 1 for 5 off the start, 11 yards passing. Here's a guy that last week against the Jets threw for 372 yards, 317 of them in the second half when they went to the hurry-up offense. 2nd and 10. They roll him out. This is Mark Cook. And Cook gets a first down. He got a fine block from his other tight end, Ben Coates. 12 yards and a first down to Buffalo territory.
You know, Cook is on his way to having a fantastic season. That was catch number 58 and a very important throw for Hugh Millen. I mean, this is a guy who's struggling so far, and this is a big game for him personally and a big game for this team. Just take a look at the blocking coming in there, and it's a great play. First down.
Cornelius Bennett just went after the referee, arguing that he was held when Millen was running out of the pocket, but did not get the flag. 1st and 10, New England. Cook can't hang on. Ball was thrown a little bit high, and then Shane Conlon put him down at the 35-yard line. Once again, let's check in with the scores now around the league this afternoon on our 10-minute ticker. It will be 2nd down and 10 coming up for the New England Patriots here. The ball is at their own 46-yard line. So pick out the game and score that you're looking at as you take a check on our 10-minute ticker. It's at the 47-yard line of Buffalo. Ivy Joe Hunter and Leonard Russell. Millen. He's sacked. Darryl Talley got him. And a big loss back inside the New England 40-yard line.
You know what? That was a great play by Talley because Talley was held. He was strangled. And they tried everything that they could to stop Darryl Talley. He's coming around to the top of your screen. Look at the hook on him. But he still hangs in there and gets in for the sack. Super job, Darryl Talley. Pro Bowler last year.
2nd sack of the day for the Bills defense, and it now becomes 3rd down and very long for Hugh Millen. Shotgun formation. John Stevens comes into the backfield now. Michael Timpson joins the receiver corps for New England. Looking for Fryer again, and it's knocked down by Cliff Hicks. The ball thrown a bit behind Fryer at the Buffalo 40-yard line. And the Patriots again head to the sidelines, not cashing in on very good field position.
Hugh Millen very disappointed. You can see it in his eyes after he threw this ball. He lofts it up, but you know, the ball takes so long to get there that there's a gathering. I mean, Clifford Hicks comes in. There's Kelso coming in late. He's got to get a little more zip. It could be the conditions, and I think he's thinking just a little bit too much. He needs to just relax and let the ball go.
McCarthy for his 2nd punt of the day. Oh, another high snap. And it's blocked by Tasker. And Buffalo still rolling around, getting the football at the New England 30-yard line. They've blocked a field goal, and now 89, Steve Tasker takes one right off the foot of Sean McCarthy, but it was another bad snap by the Patriots.
You just never know what's going to get you when you come into a game. Now, first of all, about Tasker, he is one of the best in the business. You'll always hear his name. Kickoffs, punts, no matter what it is, they love that guy, and for good reason. You just saw why. Now, for New England, you know, how are you going to figure that when you come in the game, you're going to get a bad snap that's going to mess up your field goal, you're going to get a bad snap that's going to mess up your punt?
Well, you know, I think that's been happening to them a number of times this season. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots defense will try and hold Buffalo. Here's Thomas. And he runs down to the 24-yard line.
All right, there's Tasker highlighted on the right side of your screen. Let's see how he gets there. Basically a great move, and I'm telling you, that move, he would not have had time to get in there were it not for the high snap.
Danny Villa was the man that snapped the ball, and he snapped it very high. Thurman Thomas to the 20. That will be good for a Buffalo first down. Boy, what a beautiful job by Tasker. And go back to the first punt by McCarthy. Tasker almost got that one too, Beasley.
He really did. He came very close to that one. Just as he kicked it, you commented that that one was almost blocked back to him.
Buffalo at the 20 of New England. First down. Thomas chased down by Singleton at the 15-yard line and wrapped up there.
Taken down by number 50.
Yesterday, Dick McPherson told us in our final meeting with him, I think that we can match up well with them on special teams. And boy, that's what has killed the Patriots today.
You know, he gave a couple of things that they'd like to do. He said they can match up well on special teams. He said that on their defense, the defense should be under a lot of pressure to stop that offense, and that should be the difference.
But two special teams mistakes, a blocked field goal, a blocked punt, and the Buffalo Bills lead at the end of the first quarter by a score of 3-0 here in Foxborough, and we'll be right back.
You know, let's take another look at the block here. Watch the snap. When it comes off of the hand of Villa, Danny just pops it up a little bit too high. That throws the timing completely off. And, boy, there's a big play by Tasker.
Second down. The ball is at the New England 15-yard line. As we start the second quarter, and Thurman Thomas has a good-sized hole inside the New England 10 and a first and goal for the Bills at the 9-yard line. You know, on that snap, it was so high, someone could have yelled out, "Fool!" and taken a shot at it. First and goal, Buffalo, turning New England special teams mistakes into points. They lead 3-0 as we're underway here in the second quarter. A blocked field goal and now a blocked punt. Patriots almost jump offside. Thomas. He'll lose a yard. Tim Gordon came up from his safety spot to make the tackle. A reminder that at the conclusion of today's game, we'll be presenting the Avis We Try Harder Award, which will be given to the game's MVP. Second down and goal. The ball is outside the 10 now. Kelly from McKellar on the back line of the end zone. Incomplete. And again, Gordon and Chris Singleton are on the coverage for New England.
You know, everybody talks about this hurry-up offense and the passing of Jim Kelly, but so many things contribute when you're 10-1. And we're seeing what the special teams does for this team. Also, the defense has come up with some big plays, even though they don't get the reputation. They don't get the accolades that the offense does.
Third down and goal now from the 10. Kelly, oh, he got away from Agnew. Dumps the ball off to Thomas, and he'll score a touchdown. What a play by Jim Kelly to get that ball off. He was wrapped up by Ray Agnew, got away from him, and got away from a host of other Patriots.
Now, see, this will make you crazy. There's the duck. Now, watch the catch by Thurman Thomas. That's like a one-hand. He never used the left hand. He reached down on a wet day, reached down with one hand, pulled it in, and ran a touchdown. This guy does so much.
Thurman Thomas, his 5th receiving touchdown this season. Norwood, extra point. And the Buffalo Bills now lead 10-0. And Beasley, they have made the plays, and New England has made the mistakes. We'll be right back to Foxborough after this timeout. 26 in one season, but of course, Jim could break that the next time out on the field, and soon will break it because he's got a number of games also left if he does nothing else this afternoon. Boy, look at that kick. That looked like one of your drives, Beasley, on the 13. Ball is taken by Marvin Allen, and he fights his way out over the 25 to the 28-yard line. Well, he is Mr. Combined Yardage, Thurman Thomas. He's done it all, and he has led the NFL in total yards from scrimmage the last 2 seasons. But our Xerox Sports Facts question is, who's the only player to do it in 3 straight seasons? The answer is coming up. Thurman now has 12 touchdowns on the season. Let's take a look at Hugh Millen And the New England Patriots offense out over the 25-yard line, and what they must do now to get back in the game down by 10 points. They'll start it with a run for Leonard Russell. And he will not make the 30-yard line. To the 29, and he is pushed back. Ray Bentley is on the tackle. Now let's check the starter 10-minute ticker this afternoon from New England.
Second down and 8. All is empty, 30.
Boy, look at the Raiders, 21-0. Tim Brown, 75 yards for a touchdown. Washington still undefeated and leading today. Pittsburgh, 6-0. Giants and Tampa Bay tied, 7-7, second quarter. Second down for the Patriots, 8 yards to go. The ball is just shy of the 30-yard line. It's Russell again, and he'll get a first down and maybe a lot more. Kelso drives him out at the Patriots' 49-yard line after an 18-yard run.
You know, when you talk about what the Patriots have to do to get back in the game, apparently they think what they have to do is run. Now, Leonard Russell had a big game against Buffalo the last time. They're going to let him try this time. They went to a 2 tight end offense for a play or so, bringing in Coates to go with Cook to see if they could get something going.
First and 10, New England at the 49-yard line. John Stevens is in the backfield now. And Stevens will get the carry and is into Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Let's go back to the starter 10-minute ticker now because we have other games going. The Barry Sanders touchdown is standing up for the Lions, and Green Bay's on the board, 7-0 in the second quarter of play. Here in New England this afternoon, the Bills lead the Patriots 10-0. I'm Jim Donovan with Beasley Reese here at rainy, foggy Foxborough Stadium. Hugh Millen and the New England Patriots have had a 51-yard field goal blocked and a punt blocked on 2 bad snaps, and Buffalo has turned both of those turnovers into 10 points. From the outside, the Bills were blitzing, and the New England Patriots catch them as Russell brings it inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. He'll be short by 2 yards.
They have completely changed the offense, the offensive style, bringing in the 2 tight ends, and they're apparently going to feature the run for a while, and why not? That man had 122 yards last time they met.
But last week, he only had 5 yards and 8 carries against the Jets. And we talked to him the other day on that last replay. When you saw him run, you saw how cumbersome it was for him to carry the ball. That's because he's just really upset about having to wear that flap jacket because of the sore ribs, and he's very conscious of it. Third down and 2. Outside with Ivy Joe Hunter leading the way. First down. Russell gets the Patriots a first down. Say, we got to give you the answer now on the Xerox Sports Facts question. Remember, we told you about the total yards from scrimmage. Thurman Thomas has led it the last 2 years and could do it again this year. But who's the only guy to do it 3 straight years? The great Jimmy Brown, 63, 64, and 65. And Thurman Thomas, I think, is going to do it this year. First down, New England now at the 39-yard line. Roll out by Millen. Looking for Coates. They say that he did not get the feet down. He's out of bounds.
Oh, that hurt. You know, he was diving, and it looks like he was in the air. As you see McPherson pleading, he has to lay out all of that big body. Let's see if he gets any feet in at all. No, you know what they're saying? The people are upset in the stadium, but he is juggling the ball just a little bit as he goes down. They're looking at the, the giant screen TV, and of course they don't have the quality of picture that you have there. They can't see he's juggling right there as he goes down. That's a pretty good call by the official.
Well, they're keeping the spot of the ball up to where he was at the 19-yard line. Dick McPherson saying, look at it up on the screen. But really, when we look at it up here, he is juggling the ball.
Here's another look at it. A big man. That's a great athletic move for a big man. There, he lets it go right there. Lets it go just as he hits the ground. Let's rock it a little bit.
On the field, we have ruled completed pass. First down.
Oh, now they've changed the call and said on the field they have ruled completed pass because initially on the field they ruled that there was no good, that he was out of bounds.
Okay, but the referee says that it's being reviewed, though, so he's holding everybody up. If it is given, it'll be a 21-yard reception and a huge play.
But wait a minute, let me go back here. This official right here that you see coming into your screen initially rules that the catch is no good. He will come up after coach goes out of bounds and rule him out at the 19-yard line.
And you would think he has the great angle.
We have a reversal. After a review, it was ruled that the pass was juggled before the receiver went out of bounds. We go back to the previous spot for the second down.
Now, Dick, I'm telling you, if you had the view we have, it's a good call.
You see for yourself. You be the judge. Right there. He lets go. Even the ball was loose on the ground and he cradles it. Now the fans here are certainly upset. Matter of fact, Jimmy, they're looking up here at you. They want you to do something.
Somehow I feel like the Pope on standing out there on Easter Sunday
wave to them.
at the cathedral. Here's Millen to Fryer. First down inside the 30 as the Patriots come back and make a big play. First down, Patriots at the 28 on a 12-yard play.
You know what? That's a sign of a team that's maturing, a team that's coming along. After getting up what they consider to be a bad break, they come back and make a play. Great job by Irving Fryer. Good play calling. Really, the play calling made it work.
Irving Fryer, second catch of the day for Fryer. Millen not having a good day throwing the ball, but maybe now he's starting to catch a bit of a rhythm. That's what he did last Sunday against the Jets. He's got Fryer and overshoots him. Boy, he was wide open at the 10. Looked like there might have been a miscommunication on where the ball was being thrown.
You know, let's take a look at Irving Fryer. We've got a great shot of him right here coming at you. It's almost as if you're covering the guy man for man. It's a timing pattern. Now, that ball should be hitting him just as he turns back. It was thrown late. It was thrown high.
So Fryer has been open every time New England's gone to him today. He has been right there. Second and 10. Look out. Bennett is right up in the face of Millen. Forces a quick throw to Timpson. And it's incomplete at the 18-yard line. Cornelius Bennett is having a fine game. He already has a sack here today. And he forces Millen to miss on a pass play that was open.
So close, but just thrown just a little bit back away from the desired line because of that man right there. He's always, you know, and that's why you say the hurries, the pressures, those are sometimes more important than the sack.
Shotgun for Hugh Millen. 10-0 Buffalo. New England's at the Bills' 28-yard line. We had a collision by Nate Odoms down at the 15-yard line. There is no flag. He bumped into Irving Fryer at the 8-yard line, but the officials rule that there is no flag. And it will be fourth down, and let's see if New England dare try another field goal.
We spent a lot of time with Nate Odoms last night. He said this scenario would present itself. He stops and cuts better than the receiver stops and cuts. That's the simple conclusion there.
No contact at all. Fryer just went down slipping. Charlie Bauman, who had a 51-yard field goal blocked, will now try from 46.
I wonder who's snapping this one. They've tried Vila, they've tried Code.
It's a good snap. And it's good. The Patriots are on the board. Very, very important to get back into the game, which they do. And it's 10-3. Welcome back. 10-3 the score. Buffalo leading over New England. Charlie Bauman kicks a 46-yard field goal for the Patriots as they finally get a good snap. Tim Goad got a good snap back to Tommy Hodson, who placed it down, and Bauman kicked it through. Al Edwards takes the kickoff at the 5-yard line for the Bills. Straight hit right away. Marvin Allen brings him down at the 22-yard line. Let's check in with the starter 10-minute ticker. The Raiders are having an easy time. Leroy Horrid has scored for Cleveland. They lead over Kansas City, and Dallas has tied Washington 7-all. Houston can clinch the AFC Central today, and now they're on top. Giants and Tampa Bay tie. Green Bay and Detroit leading our other games on our starter 10-minute ticker. David Poole, the defensive back for the New England Patriots, is being taken to the hospital. He is suffering from a concussion. He'll go there and have a CAT scan. 1st and 10 Buffalo at the 22. Thomas is cut down. Andre Tippett brings him down. Setting up a 2nd down and long. There you see our time left here in the first half. Buffalo now going with the no huddle. 2nd and 10, no gain on that play for Thomas. Kelly to Andre Reed, who's open. He falls, gets up, and gets a 1st down to the 37-yard line. It looked like the New England Patriots were all on skates on that play and couldn't get their balance. 15 yards for Reed, who initially fell on the play too, and now another New England Patriot hunched over in pain. That's cornerback Maurice Hurst. So we'll check out the condition of Hurst, and we'll be back to Foxborough. It's 10-3 Buffalo. Maurice Hurst walked off under his own power, but as you can see, he's flexing his right arm and remains on the sideline. It's a 1st down for Buffalo at the 37-yard line. They lead 10-3 with 8:24 to go here in the first half. Herman Thomas gets up to the 40-yard line. Vincent Brown is helped out by Brent Williams on the tackle. But go back to yesterday. Joe Collier's point, Beasley, was that they did not tackle well last week against the Jets, and they have not tackled well again here today.
You know, their number 1 goal was to stop Thurman Thomas. Number 2 was to make tackles after people catch balls, and we saw what happened with Andre Reed.
He's looking and finds Al Edwards. Lepet is on the coverage at the New England 49-yard line, and Kelly has a 1st down. Edwards, who is replacing the injured Don Beebe, is having a good first half. The ball is marked right at midfield, and it's 1st down and 10 for Buffalo. Thurman Thomas is the lone back in the backfield. He gets it on 1st down. The Patriots shut him down. As they gang tackle him, Andre Tippett is on top. 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Remember, coming up at halftime, we'll be going to the Domino's Pizza NFL Live halftime report. Dan Hampton will talk about the great Bears-Miami game of 1985. Remember when the Bears were undefeated, 12-0 going into that Monday night game, the most watched regular season television game in NFL history, and the Bears lost that game. And Dan remembers that, plus Bob and OJ and Bill have all the scores and highlights. Andre Reed is tackled at the 44-yard line by Vincent Brown. It will be 3rd and short coming up for Buffalo. Right up to the line of scrimmage come the Bills. You get the impression the Patriots need a turnover to stop the Bills. A big rush, but he gets the pass off, and it's caught by Keith McKellar, his tight end, for a 1st down to the New England 32.
He's gone at McKellar a lot today. Finally catches up with him this time. You know, when we were talking to Andre Tippett, he was naming off some of the people that they have to stop. He said McKellar, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly. And I said, wait a minute, that's too many people. you got to line up 15 or 20 people to stop that many guys. That's why they're so good.
Kelly has been 5 in a row on his passes, and he's got a man open. Reed can't hang on at the 7th. He almost gave you a highlight film catch there.
You take a look from the end and see what Andre Reed tries to pull in there. Hits one hand, bounces off the other.
2nd down and 10. Reed back to the Bills huddle. I don't know if he was shaken up on that play or if he's just upset that he couldn't pull that thing down. 6:08 to go, first half. 10-3 Bills. No pressure by New England, and an interception. Maurice Hurst gets back into the lineup and picks off Kelly. So the Patriots got the turnover that they needed. We'll be right back.
You know, let's take a look at this interception. You take a look at Jim Kelly. He starts by looking off to the left, turning back. He's trying to go to James Lofton. This is like a dream. I mean, steps in front. Maurice Hurst is perfect, and he was one broken tackle away from a touchdown.
Kelly's 11th interception of the year. New England has it at their own 43. Leonard Russell. Russell gets hit at the 45 and knocked out of bounds. Chasing him down on the play was Darryl Talley. That was the second interception of the season for Maurice Hurst, who, remember, left the field during that series with an injury to his right arm. He got back in there, though, and comes up with an interception.
I mean, what a play, too. A lot of interceptions that we see today, it's a result of a bad throw or a tip or a bounce. That was superior coverage. Great play.
Leonard Russell lines up in that tailback position. Second down and 6. Russell gets it. Nice block by the fullback, Ivy Joe Hunter, who's doing a great job blocking today. Brings him to midfield, and the Patriots will be 3rd down and 3 when they come up next time.
Spotted at midfield. It'll be 3rd down.
Patriots will come up and change their offense right now on 3rd down, as they bring in John Stevens and Michael Timpson, 83. There you see him going out of the huddle. Hugh Millen. Shotgun formation. 4:41 to go in the half. Stevens will run it. First down, Patriots to the 46 of Buffalo. A gutsy call. They line up in a passing formation and run it.
Look at the smile. Look at the smile on Dick McPherson's face. He knows he made a great call there. They brought the nickel defense in, and excellent execution. The fake was good, and just a good run by Stevens.
First down, Patriots now at the Buffalo 46. 10-3 to score. Marvin Allen checks in at fullback now, along with John Stevens at the running back position. So Russell and Ivy Joe Hunter are out of the game. Patriots trail 10-3. Millen, and again, the ball is not held on to. Fryer cannot hang on to the ball, and a ball that was right in his lap. Now, the starter 10-minute ticker. Look at what the Raiders are doing to Cincinnati. Cleveland leads. Dallas and Washington tie. Now Pittsburgh out in front. Gary Anderson having a great day with 3 field goals. The Giants and Tampa Bay are tied. Tied in Minnesota. And Indianapolis on the board with a field goal, but still trailing the Packers. 10-3 here. New England driving at the 46-yard line of Buffalo. The Patriots have had 2 special teams mistakes on high snaps, a blocked field goal, a blocked punt. Millen throws and is caught by Mark Cook. He's up near another Patriot first down. The ball is near the 36-yard line. A report from the New England sideline right now is that Leonard Russell has a twisted ankle. His left ankle is twisted and has gone to the sideline, although it looks like he's getting ready to come back in, doesn't it, Beasley?
Yes, he's been playing with that bad ankle all season long, practically. And if you let that go with the injured rib, and he's just been banged up. But look at him limping back in.
Now, Leonard Russell hates playing in cold weather. Remember, he played out at Arizona State. I mean, this guy dresses for the cold weather. He wears 2 sets of gloves, glove on glove. He wears all kinds of turtlenecks and body suits. He probably puts on about 30 pounds dressing for a game. Millen can run if he wants. Might have made the decision a bit late. And the tackle is made by the nose tackle, Jeff Wright.
They're glad to get Jeff Wright back in there. You know, they lost him for 4 or 5 games. Without Bruce Smith, so many injuries to the defensive line. That's one of the reasons that the defense has struggled at times. But, you know, they come up with the play at the right time, and this is a big one. Jeff Wright playing off the blocker, coming up with it.
So that goes as a sack of Millen, his 3rd sack of the day. Jeff Wright who of course had to fill in the shoes of a guy that's now on the other sideline, Fred Smerlas, who played so long in Buffalo, 10 years with the Bills. White went in there, though, and has filled the position very well. Second down. Millen, caught by John Stevens. It will be a short gain to the 35-yard line and set up third down and long. Mark Kelso made the tackle on the play. Dick McPherson with Scott Zolak over on his side there, one of the quarterbacks for the Patriots, sending in the signals. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Third down and 9. The ball is at the 35-yard line. So it looks like they'll get the play off before the 2-minute warning. Flags are down. Man is open. Fryer scores. But remember, there are flags down. And it's coming back. Motion against New England.
Well, you could tell by the look on Hugh Millen's face that something was wrong. I don't know if he knew it when he let the ball go.
Motion, offense. 2 men moving before the snap and not resetting. 5-yard penalty, repeat third down.
Wow, every time it appears that the Patriots get something going today, that happens. Ball is back to the 40-yard line now. 2 men in motion at the same time. And a perfect strike to Irving Fryer into the end zone gets wiped off the board. We're not at the 2-minute warning yet. We have 2:01 here in the first half. Third down, 14 to go for a first down. Timpson is open. First down, Patriots, 22 of Buffalo. A minute 54 to go here in the first half. The Patriots driving, trying to tie the score before halftime. We'll be right back. Coming up at halftime, the Domino's Pizza NFL Live halftime report. All the scores and highlights from around the league. And right here in Foxborough, we've got ourselves a good one. 10-3, Buffalo leading, New England driving. A minute 54 left in the first half. The Patriots, after an 18-yard pass play from Hugh Millen to Michael Timpson, have it first down at the Buffalo 22-yard line, driving to tie the game up. Buffalo blitzing. Millen throwing to Fryer, and he can't hang on. At the 6-yard line, Nate Odom's cut in front. There are no flags down.
And the fans are wondering how in the world there couldn't be. And Bennett is telling the fans, I have perfect timing. That's why. Boy, I tell you, it looked like he jumped offside. Take a look at Millen here. This is coming at you. Oh, man. And now let's see if we can figure out this offsides or not. No. It's pretty good timing. It almost looks as if he pulled Crawford off.
Second down, New England having trouble getting the play and the personnel in now as Stevens and Russell come in, and Leonard Russell just checks in very late. They get the play off. Stevens falls, and he'll struggle to get up. The rookie Phil Hansen covers him up, but it was more Stevens slipping and falling than anybody tackling him. And remember, the turf is a problem here in New England today.
You know, you take a look at this and watch the turf. Look at both feet go out from under him. And you get in that position when you have to hold on to a football. There's no way you can get up quickly.
Now, in defense of the New England grounds crew here, any field would have trouble because it's wet here today. It's as simple as that. Third down for the Patriots. Millen has good protection, and it is intercepted. Darryl Talley at the 20-yard line. He took it away from Irving Fryer. And Buffalo comes up with another big play in this game. They shut off a New England scoring drive to tie the game up.
Talley had the gigantic sack earlier. You see him in the middle of the field mirroring the quarterback. Where he looks, he goes. Now he has to go every bit as high as he can possibly jump to get it. That's just a super play. This is going to come right at you, Jimmy. And just a great jump and a great catch.
So Beasley, he's throwing the ball to a spot on the field there because Fryer had not gotten to that point yet. Incidentally, that's interception number 3 in the year for Talley. He keeps the Bills in the lead. Al Edwards makes the catch. And a rodeo tackle there by Vincent Brown to hang on to his shoes and bring him down. We're under a minute here in the first half. Buffalo calls a timeout. Kelly will try and get some more points, and we'll be right back. Jim Donovan and Beasley Reese back at Foxborough Stadium. Buffalo has just used a timeout after an interception by Darryl Talley stops a New England drive inside the Buffalo 20. Talley intercepts, gives the offense the ball back. They run one play, call a timeout. They have 2 remaining here in the first half. There's Talley. What a super interception. Timing his leap perfectly, denying Irving Fryer the reception. Kelly rolling out. Tippett chasing him. Now they come back to the other side, and it's dropped by McKellar.
It's still playing.
The ball is free. It's picked up by Garen Veras.
The referee won't call it, but he stood there. It's a touchdown.
Now he called it a touchdown. The ball was behind the line of scrimmage.
Whoa! And McKellar just stood there.
Buffalo is shocked. So is Veras. Gordon McCarter, the referee, will sort it out. I'm sure we're going to have to get a look at this one. All right, I think the call on the field, he'll tell us.
On the field,
Everybody anticipating what it's going to be. Here it is.
on the field, we ruled incomplete pass. The play is being reviewed.
Okay. Their ruling now is that it was incomplete. Beasley.
Okay, you've got to figure out the spot from the line of scrimmage. It's very difficult because he rolls back. Now, let's see if it goes backwards. From where's, you know what? It looks forward. From where Kelly was standing, it appears to be forward.
The play has ruled incomplete forward pass. We go to third down.
And so it has been ruled incompleted pass. So it was a forward throw to McKellar. He dropped it. But a heads-up play by Veras anyway.
He had to make the move because the referee was standing there waiting to see whether or not the guy would pick it up and run it in. He picked it up and ran it in.
So now that's 2 times New England has been in the end zone today, and both have come back. Remember, Fryer catches a touchdown pass, and they go in motion on the play. Now Veras scoops up what appeared to be a fumble, but it's ruled an incompleted pass. And it's third down and long. Caught across the middle, but short of the first down, it appears. It depends on the spot, and right now I think they're going to give Buffalo a favorable spot at the 31, which would be a first down. And there's timeout on the field. The Bills lead 10-3. Now let's go back one play to the Kelly rollout.
The key is...
I'm sorry, this is the play to Andre Reed.
Okay, let's see the start. Let's go back to the other play because one point has to be made about McKellar. I mean, even though he ends up being right, he has a responsibility to turn and jump on that ball. I mean, every time you've ever seen that, if you're a big football fan, you know that the receiver runs back and jumps on the ball just in case. The key here, where Jim Kelly is standing, now if he throws forward to the line of scrimmage, which he does, it's a forward pass. It's a good correction, good call by the referees.
And another perfect view.
Perfect view.
Well, Garen Veras, his eyes were really wide, weren't they, when he was standing in the end zone after he had gone into the end zone with the loose ball? And it is a first down for Buffalo. They now have one timeout left. For Lofton. Oh! And it's intercepted at the 50-yard line. Second of the day for Maurice Hurst. Kelly's second interception of the day, 12th of the year. And Hurst has gotten him both times, and now New England has it at the 50-yard line.
You know what? These are coverage interceptions also. Look at him muscling his way on the inside. He is eating James Lofton alive, man for man.
Now let's check out the New England situation. They have 3 timeouts left. They trail 10-3. And they're at the line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line with 33 ticks remaining here in the first half. Millen's got Fryer. Touchdown! Against the Jets when it went for 56. He put it right on his fingertips, and they're a point after away from tying the game at 10. What a turnaround in this ball game. The interception by Hurst, the first play after the interception. New England strikes 50 yards and a touchdown. Oh! The extra point is blocked. New England has had 3 kicks blocked today. A field goal, a punt, an extra point. That's totally unacceptable in the NFL.
Completely. Those are supposed to be automatic. These New England fans have been on a yo-yo, going up and down with their emotions this entire contest. What an exciting game. Right in the middle of your screen, you see the snap, a perfect snap, perfect hold. You know, that kick was just too low because that hit, it looked like Cornelius Bennett in the elbow. If it hits the top of his hands, his fingers, you understand. Now here is the touchdown, and the great thing about this is the run after the catch. Balance, control, high stepping, how about that? Now once again, we go back to Odoms. You know, Odom says it'll come down to me versus Fryer. This time Fryer is the winner.
So it's tied today between Fryer and Odoms. They're 1-1. But go back now to this man missing the extra point. He had it blocked. Charlie Bauman. We're at 10-9. New England down by a point. Al Edwards takes it on the fly and the short kick. Runs into his own man and gets loose. Finally knocked out of bounds by the tight end Ben Coates, who chased him out at the 47-yard line. And Jim Kelly has 20 seconds and a timeout left to try and get some points on the board.
This play would be tied, all tied up if it wasn't for this. Look at the athletes jumping straight up the middle. Arms stretched, and this ball hits a man in the elbow. It's a little bit too low.
1 timeout remaining. 20 seconds left for the Bills. They lead by 1. The Al Edwards kickoff return has them at their own 47-yard line. The dump to Kenneth Davis with a wall of blocking in front. And he smartly gets out of bounds, so they don't have to use that timeout. They're at the New England 46 with 13 left. New England has had 3 special teams mistakes today. A 51-yard field goal, a high snap, and the kick was blocked. A punt was blocked. Buffalo turned those 2 into 10 points. And an extra point is blocked, and it's 10-9. Now Kelly. He's going to be intercepted by Fred Marion. And he's back to the Buffalo 46-yard line. The 5th career interception by Fred Marion against Jim Kelly. And that's the end of the first half.
Wow, what a first half.
Some discussion out by the 45-yard line as to whether or not the half will end.
Remaining in the first half, 1 second remaining, first down.
I believe they're saying there's 1 second left on the clock, so the Patriots will get one throw. You know, that's a tough catch right there. An interesting note, Marion and Kelly were teammates when they were at Miami. Now watch Kelly, you know he's going to try to get involved here. And there he is making the tackle. That Jim Kelly is something else. Football players love him. He's just like one of the guys.
I'll tell you, the Patriots defensive backs love him today, too. They've gotten him 3 times. 1 second left. Millen heaves it. Almost caught. Michael Timpson had it at the 3-yard line. What a first half here at Foxborough Stadium.
So exciting.
Patriots battling the Buffalo Bills. It is 10-9 at the end of the first half. The Bills only leading by 1. We'll be going to NFL Live for our halftime report.
With Bill Parcells and O.J. Simpson, Bob Costas at our studios in Manhattan. We'll hear from these gentlemen in a moment, but first let's show you some highlights of the Raiders and the Bengals. And L.A. leads at 28-7, halftime at Riverfront. That is Donald Hollis, the rookie out of Rice, who began the year as the third-string quarterback. He's moved ahead of Eric Wilhelm, and Boomer Esiason, of course, has a bruised hand and isn't playing today. So Hollis gets the call and throws this one into zone coverage. Picked off by the veteran Ronnie Lott, his 5th interception of the year. Into Cincinnati territory, Steve Smith scored from the 1. Next drive, second quarter, Roger Craig in from 6 yards out. It's 14-0 Raiders. They pour it on. Lee Johnson punts. Tim Brown takes it, scampers to his right, splits the special team defense of the Cincinnati Bengals and goes 75 for the touchdown. Shortly thereafter, Johnson tried to punt again. The snap was bad. The ball squirted out of his hand. Aaron Wallace hit him. Elvis Patterson picked it up. He went in from 3 yards out to make it 28-0. Ickey Woods scored from the 1 to give Cincinnati a touchdown just before halftime, but they trailed 28-7. Bill?
Well, strangely enough, Bob, the Raiders, the last 2 weeks, seem to be on the verge of playing that playoff football. They're in that mode. You can tell they're at their maximum efficiency for the year right now, and it's the absolute perfect time to be at it. So look for them to make a strong run as we go down the line here.
They did it last year, too, until they got walloped in that AFC Championship game at Buffalo. They were red hot in December and January.
Well, I think that's something for them to aim at, too, and I think if they got back to it, they'd have a chance to change the results a little bit.
Meanwhile, Kansas City is hanging by a thread in the AFC West. Remember, they lost both their games to Denver, so they don't have the tiebreaker. The defeat last week at home to the Broncos was a crusher. They have a very tough remaining schedule, only one more home game left, and now on the road in Cleveland. Marty Schottenheimer is trailing to his old club 10-0. They've just kicked off to start the third quarter amid the snowflakes. There is Schottenheimer. Second time he's come back with the Chiefs since leaving the Browns after the '88 season. Christian Okoye is stripped of the ball as he rumbles toward the goal line. Johnny Cooks knocked it away. James Jones recovers. Then Kansas City intercepts Kozar, gets the ball back. Same thing. Okoye loses it again. And Cleveland recovers once again. So 2 blown opportunities for the Chiefs. And then Leroy Horde busts a big play. He breaks some tackles near the line of scrimmage and goes 52 yards, hauled down from behind, but he scored a moment after that from the 1-yard line. Gave them a 7-0 lead. Then Matt Stover kicked a 34-yard field goal just before halftime. And the Browns, who have lost 3 in a row, but all those games have been close. In fact, the last 2 weeks, they lost with 9 seconds to go at Houston. They had a 23-0 lead over Philadelphia and then gave that game up. So they really could have a winning record. They're 4-7, but they played tough in most of the games they've been involved in, and they lead 10-0 in the third. Dallas has the lead at RFK. Redskins, of course, are 11-0. Cowboys are 6-5. The Cowboys got a 34-yard touchdown pass from Aikman to Alvin Harper with 4 seconds left in the half to snap a 7-all tie. Emmitt Smith has gone over 1,000 yards rushing for the year. He had a 32-yard touchdown run. Buffalo and New England in Foxborough. This one is 10-9 in favor of the 10-1 Bills. The Patriots have lost 4 in a row, and they're 3-8, but you all know how many close games they've been involved in. This is a very different team than a year ago. They got an Irving Fryer touchdown catch with 30 seconds to go on a desperation heave from Hugh Millen, but the point after was blocked, so it's not a tie game. The Bills cling to a 1-point lead. Juice?
Well, I figured this was going to be a very close game because these two teams, they have to play each other twice a year. They play each other every year in the last couple of years. got used. Bill Parcells mentioned last week that when he played the Bills in the Super Bowl, he had played them twice previously, so he was used to the pace of the no-huddle. New England is certainly used to that pace, and they play each other. They know each other real well, and McPherson really has this team playing well. I expect this game to go down to the last minute.
Okay, perhaps a surprise here. Pittsburgh with a 16-7 lead over the Oilers late in the second quarter. Pittsburgh hasn't beaten a team with a winning record in a regular season game in 2 years. The Oilers clinch the AFC Central if they win, but they're 9 points down. Giants and Tampa Bay tied at 7 at the half. Lawrence Taylor, sprained left knee ligament, doubtful for the rest of this game. We don't know what his status is beyond this week. Detroit leads at Minnesota, this one at halftime 10-7, and Green Bay at County Stadium in Milwaukee with a 7-3 halftime lead over the Indianapolis Colts.
Halftime here at Foxborough Stadium. The Buffalo Bills leading New England by 1 point. A Buffalo win gets them into the playoffs. A win by Buffalo and a Jet loss this afternoon wins them the AFC East. New England can't kick today. That's the problem. Let's go back early in the game. 51-yard field goal attempt, Beasley.
Hodson had a great job just to get the ball down from the right side of your field. Number 31, James Williams, gets the block. Big play.
Tim Goad was the man that snapped the ball in that particular play. Buffalo turned that block into 3 points themselves. Now Sean McCarthy lines up for a punt the next time New England gets the ball.
Danny Veal with the punt just a little bit too high. Steve Tasker from the right side, and a perfectly timed play, especially since McCarthy had to change his stepping.
Now they turn that into a touchdown. New England gets back into it. It's 10-3. They hit Irving Fryer for a touchdown pass, line up for the extra point in the middle of your screen.
Now this is the one you won't believe. I mean, the PAT actually hits the center, Tim Goad, right in the back.
And you know, I was wondering if Charlie Bauman might have been a little bit too far away from the ball at the start of that kick.
Maybe worried about his footing. Maybe giving himself a little bit more room so he could ease into the kick. Didn't work out.
All right, let's take a look at the Coors Light halftime statistics for you and go right down to turnovers. Jim Kelly has thrown 3 interceptions here in the first half. Maurice Hurst has picked him off twice, Fred Marion once. And New England, of course, with the 1 turnover, but then, of course, the other block kicks, too. And New England will get the ball as we start it off. Here in the second half, down by 1. Marvin Allen at the 1-yard line. Brings it out to the 24-yard line. Tackled by Pike and by Garner. And New England starts at their own 24. You know, the way the kicking game is going, you have to worry if you're a Patriots booster right now that this game would come down to a kick and that they simply couldn't get it done. So it might be in the hands of Hugh Millen. Millen, what would you say, Beasley? How would you rate his first half?
I would say he very, very poor in the beginning, but then came on. You know, it seems like he waits for the 2-minute time, doesn't he?
Yes.
At the 2-minute, he played very well.
10-9, Buffalo leading by a point. Millen softly lays one into Marv Cook, and the tight end is double-teamed on the tackle as he brings it out to the 30-yard line. Boy, he could have laid that in there like it was a feather, didn't he?
He just took his time.
Now it is wet and rainy, and it has been all day long. And at times it's been downright foggy here at Foxborough today. As you can see, the lights are on and have been all throughout the day. It's been rainy all weekend. They have been trying to keep this field in good condition, but it's slick because it just has been damp all weekend. Second down for New England. 3 yards to go for a first down. He connects with McMurtry, and he's got a first down to the 42-yard line. Now let's go around the league on the Hertz 10-minute ticker this afternoon. The Raiders by 1 over Cincinnati. That score must be wrong. I thought they were way ahead in that game.
They were up 21.
All right, Kansas City is in a big game and losing in Cleveland. Dallas leads Washington. Washington undefeated. Let's go through our other games right now. Pittsburgh at the half. The Giants at Tampa Bay down in Tampa. Tied. Detroit leads and Indianapolis trails Green Bay 14-3. And at Foxborough Stadium here this afternoon, just started second half. The Patriots trail the Buffalo Bills 10-9. The short passing game. McMurtry again to the New England 48-yard line. Well, this does look a little bit like the 2-minute offense right now. Those short little drops and flicks out to the sideline.
And even the receivers jumping out of bounds as if he's trying to stop the clock. That's a play that they've run over and over again. It's called a quick screen. Three-step drop, popping it on the outside, obviously doing it because the cornerbacks are in the deep zones on the outside. And what Buffalo will do is they'll go to a double zone, putting the safeties back and bringing the corners up, and that will discourage that play. As a matter of fact, I see them walking into that lineup right now.
2nd down and 4. There's the short drop again by Millen, and he is sacked hard. Phil Hansen, the rookie out of North Dakota, ends up with the sack. North Dakota State.
Now see, the problem I have with this, if I saw it coming from here, they should have seen it coming. That was the same play they were trying to run again. But because they were in a two-zone, a double zone, the corners were up. Millen had nobody to throw to, so he was waiting for the wide receivers to adjust. Hansen got there before it could happen.
The first career sack for the rookie Bill Hansen, who of course has had big shoes to fill with Bruce Smith injured. But Hansen's gotten a lot of playing time here in his rookie year because of the injury to Smith. 3rd down, New England. Incomplete. Millen has to get it out of there as he tried to connect with Fryer. Mike Lodish was the man that blew in there and hit Millen. Millen's running up and complaining that his receiver was knocked down.
Let's take a look at the work on the inside by the lineman. See Pat Harlow changing, switching, getting a good shove on Cornelius Bennett in the face. That time they did a pretty good job of passing off the rush. Harlow started out with one responsibility, switching over to another.
Well, hold your breath. New England is back in special teams formation again. Hicks waits. McCarthy has had one block today on a high snap. This one's good. Boy, he almost had that one blocked again.
My goodness.
It's a short punt. And Marvin Allen touches it down at the 25-yard line. And you have to believe that McCarthy was thinking an awful lot on that kick. 10-9 Buffalo when we come back. Back here at Foxborough Stadium, probably their best crowd of the year. Joe Collier, defensive coordinator of the Patriots, said we want to get Kelly into a bad rhythm throwing the ball. Sometimes he starts to throw it high. And they picked him off 3 times in the first half. He was correct. Nice play by Chris Singleton as Thurman Thomas ends up riding right into his arms. Jim Donovan and Beasley Reese with you here. 3rd quarter, 10-9 Buffalo. 3rd quarter, remember, a Buffalo win here this afternoon. They wrap up a playoff spot. A win coupled with a Jets loss later this afternoon, and Buffalo wraps up the AFC East. Incomplete to Thomas. Kelly looked like the ball slipped out of his hands.
Everything's just a little bit off right now for Jim Kelly. And he's the kind of guy, you know, we all know what he can do in a matter of minutes. So it's not a time for them to relax. But so far, New England able to get him just a little bit off.
That's right, and that's exactly what Collier told us yesterday. Get him in a bad flow. Now let's see what they do on 3rd and 10. He's 14 for 26 with a touchdown and 3 interceptions. Good rush by the Patriots. Lofton tried to make the catch at the 40, but the ball hit at the 38. And the New England defense holds.
You can take a look at James Lofton here now. The New England defense has been all over him because of what they feel like were some questionable comments the last time they played. They said that Lofton said that they were smiling because they came close. The final score was 22-17, and a lot of these players took exception to this, and they've been paying a lot of attention to Lofton now. In Lofton's defense, he says he didn't say it.
Moore gets a horrible punt off as the Patriots got a good rush on him, and it's in Buffalo territory at the 43. The numbers on this punt will be very, very interesting. 17-yard punt. We'll be right back. James Lofton, the marked man by the New England defense. They said they were going to lay some leather on him today for his comments following the last matchup in Buffalo. Leonard Russell runs it out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
And once again, I want to reiterate that James Lofton says that he didn't say it. So, you know, you got to believe, Lofton's been playing 14 years in this league. He knows not to say something, especially when you're going to face the guys again in the same year.
Here's a bad sign for the Bills. Phil Hansen, the defensive end on the left side, is in some pain with his right leg. They're already missing Bruce Smith. Hansen's had a good game today. He sacked Hugh Millen the last time the Patriots had the ball.
And that's an uncomfortable thing to look at because you can see that he's obviously in pain.
We'll check out his condition when we come right back. Hansen walked off under his own power. He's been replaced by Gary Baldinger in the Bills' defense. Second down. The ball is at the 40-yard line for the Patriots. Leonard Russell carries again and gets hit, pushes his way down to the 38. Let's go to New York right now and check in with Bob Costas and an NFL Live update. Phil Hansen back here in New England trying to work out the soreness in his ankle. It's third down for New England. Hugh Millen in trouble. He gets hit from behind by Lotish and then brought down. New England fans are screaming that he was face masked, but there was no flag. Lotish and Wright team up for sack number 5 on the day of Millen. And gosh, Beasley, New England wastes field position again.
Another opportunity lost. Take a look at the top of your screen. Wright charging on the inside. He's got a good push there. He jumps to try to block the ball and then ends up wrapping up Hugh Millen around the ankles.
It's a fake punt. McCarthy throws and he's got his man, but I believe they're short of the first down. He threw to the tight end Ben Coates, but they are short of the first down at the Buffalo 35-yard line. They had to get to the 33. And the crowd is cheering. They like the call by Dick McPherson. Well, they haven't been able to punt it very well, so why not fake? What a play. Buffalo gets the ball, though, at the 35-yard line. Again, they fake the punt. McCarthy threw to Ben Coates, but he couldn't get the first down. Now Kelly. Incomplete again. He's in an awful stretch of time here. The last series that Buffalo was out there, Kelly wasn't able to connect. Now he misses on first down here. He's 0 for 3 now in the second half. Second down and 10. 10-9. Buffalo leading over New England here in the third quarter. A lot of time for Kelly. Now it's running out. Someone has to be open. Lofton is. He fumbled after he went down. New England ball.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Unbelievable.
Andre Tippett will end up with the fumble recovery. Watch the stick on Lofton as he comes across the middle.
Oh, this is simply unbelievable. Just the whole play. Take a look at Fred Smerlis. He's got his helmet in his hand. He's going to try to throw the helmet at the ball right there. It goes to Lofton, and the perfect hit by Andre Tippett looses the ball, and Andre is laying right on top of it. Are you ready for that?
Tippett not only makes the hit and the strip of Lofton, but then recovers the ball. And New England has it at the Buffalo 47-yard line, down by 1 point, 10-9. What a ball game here in Foxborough. McMurtry in motion. Leonard Russell. And a good first down run by the rookie Russell inside the Buffalo 45 down to the 43-yard line. Now it's time for the Hertz 10-minute ticker. There's your Raider game. That's a blowout now in Cincinnati. Kansas City is losing. Dallas leads 14-7. The Steelers denying Houston a chance to wrap up the AFC Central so far, and the Giants lead. But remember, as Bob told you, Jeff Hostetler is out of the game, and Phil Simms is in. Second down for New England. 7 to go. Millen in trouble. Throws the ball away. They're going to rule him down, I believe, at the 50-yard line. Cornelius Bennett.
Grasping control of the defender.
They are saying that Millen was down at the 50 as he tried to throw it away. The 6th sack of the day.
Russell comes in to help, but just a little bit too late. Cornelius Bennett diving in down low, comes up with another one.
Third down now, 13 yards to go for a first down. Shotgun for the Patriots. Dillon steps up. He's got his man, but he's well short of the first down. It's McMurtry. They'll mark him at the 40-yard line. And New England will send out the punt team, as McCarthy will come in to try and pin Buffalo back deep in their own territory. Remember, McCarthy threw the last time. They faked the punt, and he threw to Ben Coates, but they were short of the first down. It's really an electric feeling around here in Foxborough today.
Honestly, yes.
The crowd just doesn't know what to expect next. Good snap. A high punt by McCarthy. And a tough fair catch called for by Clifford Hicks inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Buffalo is hanging on, and I do mean hanging on, to a 1-point lead. We'll be back. Jim Donovan along with Beasley Reese back in Foxborough. The Buffalo Bills begin this drive at their own 13-yard line. They have done nothing offensively here in the second half. 3 punts and out and a fumble on their second possession. They lead New England by 1, 10-9. All-out blitz by the Patriots. But the catch is made by Andre Reed. And a first down. Jim Kelly stood right in there against the heat of the Patriots pass rush and got a 12-yard completion to Reed.
Now that's why he's one of the best in the business that time. You saw Vincent Brown just crashing on the inside. There were people all over him. The pocket collapsed all around his feet. He stood in there, and we've seen him do that so many times.
First down, Buffalo. Thomas dances outside and then cuts it inside to the 30. Vincent Brown tackles.
You know, there's something about this offense. It sputters, and then all of a sudden the people become hard to tackle. Jim Kelly becomes hard to touch. You know, that's the type of offense that it is.
Yeah, and it looks like right now, you know, they've got their serious faces on once again. That this thing is way too close for them. That's in the third quarter, what's remaining. Thomas skips through a tackle again. And then Tim Gordon comes up and makes a nice hit of Thomas. And he'll be short of the first down at the 34.
You know, Tim Gordon has played a good game. He's been involved in a lot of things. His hands everywhere, diving. He's done a good job so far.
No huddle now. Gordon is replacing Harry Colin in the starting lineup at one of the safety spots. Third down conversions, and we have one right now. 3rd and 2 for Kelly. He's going to get hit. He got away. And he throws it away. There was just nobody open.
There was some. I tell you what, he did everything he could to find whoever was open. He bought all the time a man could purchase and still couldn't find anybody. Just a super job, coverage job by New England.
Singleton imploring the crowd, come on, let's go. We're only down by a point, and we're holding this high-powered offense. And they've held them again. Moore gets away a good punt. And a fair catch is called for by Henderson back at the 20-yard line. And that's where New England will start. It's doubleheader day here on NBC. Coming up next, look at that game, Miami and Chicago. The Dolphins trying to get a wild card spot. They'll have to go a long way. They're only 5-6. Or some of you see San Diego and the Jets. There's your playoff picture in the AFC, and you can see how the Jets are battling along with Miami to get a wild card spot. In the NFC, the Bears are in pretty good shape. Of course, they have an advantage over New Orleans as they go for home field because they've beaten them in head-to-head competition this year. So check your local listings for the game coming up next in your area. 10-9, Buffalo leading by 1. New England starts here in the third quarter with 6:29 to go at their own 20. Back to the run. Russell is hit by Mike Lodish. And then finished off by Cornelius Bennett, who has been everywhere. Left side, right side, in the quarterback's face.
It's like there are 2 Cornelius Bennetts out there. It's like there's 2 97s.
Second down now and 7. Patriots trying to decide, I think, what kind of offense are they going to go with here? Is it going to be the hurry-up short passing game? Or are they going to try and slug it out with the running game? Millen needs a timeout. He just looked over there. He looked left. He looked right. I think he knew he was into the wrong place. Timeout, New England. So remember that. They have used one here in the third quarter, and they only have 2 now remaining here in the game. Dick McPherson says, that's okay. That's all right. Use the timeout. You had checked yourself into a bad play, or we had you in a bad play. Back to the playoff picture right now, because it is getting fun now, Beasley, and also complicated, too. So Buffalo and Houston. Buffalo's sitting great. We told you, a win here today gets them the playoff. A win and a Jets loss gets them the AFC Eastern Division crown. And, of course, what they're ultimately looking for is the #1 seed and home field all the way through. Over on the NFC side, Washington sitting well, but in a tough game today with Dallas. And the Bears, who play Miami here on NBC next, of course, have a great shot at winning the NFC Central and, of course, having home field in the opening round of the playoffs themselves. So there's your lineup. Miami and Chicago, San Diego and the Jets. But lots of good football left here at Foxborough. 10-9. Buffalo by 1. New England on second down goes back to Russell. And a short gain. He's at the 27. And now Bennett gets into a screaming match with Albert Crawford, the left guard, and they get Bennett away as Leonard Smith comes in there to cool down Cornelius Bennett.
That's hard to do because he's been red hot today. New England went back to a 2 tight end offense. They, like you said, Jimmy, they're trying different things, trying to see what offense is going to work best. And now we see Coates walking off and Cornelius Bennett cooling off after a little shoving match.
Patriots on third down, terrible, 3 of 11. They're third down and 3 now. John Stevens has got a long way to go. And Mark Kelso comes up and makes a good open field tackle, and he's short of the first down. Great play by Kelso and Cornelius Bennett, too.
Once again, Cornelius Bennett getting involved. Really what made that play is that Stevens had to bounce. He had to go deeper than he wanted to do to get around the corner. When you do that, when you get penetration, you can make things happen.
Sean McCarthy will punt away. Back deep for Buffalo is Clifford Hicks. He's back at his own 27. This seriously has been our only lull in the action in this game today, as the teams are trading punts. Good punt by McCarthy. Hicks catches it and avoids a tackle by Marvin Allen, and now he's got a lot of running room. Danny Villa knocks him out of bounds. We'll go to New York right now, and here's Bob.
And here's Pittsburgh with a 23-7 lead at Three Rivers over the Oilers. Now, Houston is a virtual lock in the AFC Central. They clinch it with one more victory, but they're trying to catch Buffalo for best overall record in the AFC and hold off Denver for the 3rd best record in the conference. And now I'm glad I'm finished because I can complete eating this pizza.
Thank you, Bob. 51-yard punt, 27-yard return by that man. Clifford Hicks gives Jim Kelly the ball at the 43-yard line of Buffalo. They lead by 1, 10-9. Thurman Thomas, he's got a big ball. To the New England 49, short of the first down, but he got 8 yards on the carry. And I think, Beasley, New England is letting Buffalo hang around a little bit too long right now.
They really are. They've blown a couple of great opportunities. They haven't been able to turn field goals or anything out of these good opportunities.
Second down and 2. First down. It's Thomas to the New England 41. An injury update from the Buffalo bench. The defensive end, Phil Hansen, ankle problem. They do not expect him to return today. At the 41 of New England, Buffalo's first appearance in New England territory here in the second half. Back to Thomas they go. Brent Williams brings him down, helped out by Ray Agnew. And now you're getting a look at a one-man offense. You talk about the no huddle, a lot of that is predicated around him.
His ability to control the run. He does it so well, along with, you got to remember all of those big guys he's got blocking for him. Doing a great job right now.
Second down, 6. Kenneth Davis is in for him and cuts outside. Kenneth Davis might take it. Lipette saves a touchdown at the Patriot 10. That's the second time today that Davis has come in and given them a big run, a 26-yard gain.
Take a look at the veteran, number 51, Jim Richard, opening it up. And Kenneth did a great move right there on Maurice Hurst. That's individual one-on-one beauty. And a touchdown saver there by Ronnie Lipette.
New England in trouble now. Ball inside the 10. First and goal. Kelly. Davis makes one man miss and is down to the 5. I believe he made Vincent Brown miss the tackle right out at the 10. It was Brown.
Jimmy, when they've got it working, they're just slippery. I mean, it's like they're invisible, like they've got silicone on their jerseys. When they've got this offense going, they're making people miss, and Kelly is creating a feeling of urgency.
At the New England 5, Kelly rolls into trouble and is sacked. Brent Williams is the man that Kelly ran right into. Third sack of the day for the Patriot defense.
And that was really a group sack. I mean, everywhere Kelly turned, there was someone. Brent Williams said he was going to rise to the forefront today. It was a very interesting conversation with him yesterday, talking about what they need to do to get something done. Look at that. All of the key players, all of them, Agnew, Tippett, Williams.
Big play, third down and goal at the 12. Flag is down. Kelly misses McKellar. Remember, there is a flag down. It's against Buffalo. First penalty of the day on the Bills.
Illegal motion. Slot back on offense. Penalty declined. Fourth down.
It's fourth down. The New England defense holds Buffalo. Remember, they had it first and goal at the 9, and they do not get it done. Field goal attempt right now for Scott Norwood. 1 for 1 on the day. He hit from 23 yards. This one will be from 29. Frank Reich will hold. 10-9 Buffalo. A minute 32 to go, third quarter. And Norwood kicks it right through. He's hit 8 in a row. Buffalo extends their lead, but not by that much. 13-9 now with a minute 29 remaining here in the third quarter. And, of course, it means that New England's going to need a touchdown, but the way they have kicked the ball today, that's probably the safest way to try and do it. Let's take a look now at the Budweiser 10-minute ticker on this Sunday. The Raiders. Kansas City in a big game. That's the return of Marty Schottenheimer to Cleveland. And the Browns are winning that battle. Dallas leading Washington. Let's keep our eyes on that now this afternoon.
Take a look at that.
Pittsburgh and Houston. Houston trying to wrap up the AFC Central. There are a lot of surprises, huh? The Giants now with Phil Simms at the controls. Lead 14-7. Detroit is winning. So is Green Bay. And here in Foxborough, with a minute 29 left in the third quarter, it is 13-9. We have an injured player down on the field. It's John Davis, the right guard for the Buffalo Bills. He's down where the snap came on the field goal that was good by Norwood. And so they are working on John Davis. Now it's time for our second Xerox Sports Facts question of the day. Who was the only quarterback in NFL history to lead the league in rushing touchdowns? So think about that now.
Let me see. Who was it?
Methinks you're stumped. And again, that's John Davis, who is down there, injured. Here's a clue for you.
Give me a hint.
Who is this guy? On Steve Grogan Day.
For that.
here at Foxborough Stadium today. Steve Grogan honored here 16 wonderful years as a Patriot quarterback. And Steve and his family. All right, back to our Xerox Sports Facts question. Who's the only quarterback in NFL history to lead the league in rushing touchdowns? Why? It's Steve Grogan with 13 of them back in '76.
He was such a tough guy, tough competitor. People love him here. Standing ovation he got at halftime.
Well, you know what I was thinking, Beasley? I was thinking that when they did tear up the turf here,
right,
the artificial turf here at Foxborough Stadium, I'm sure they found pieces of Steve Grogan still in it, because that guy had more injuries. But, boy, he came out and played. He played with neck rolls. He played with knee braces. Wow, what a player. Let's hope that John Davis is okay. Hey, there is the turf doctor, George Toma, who's been brought in here to Foxborough to straighten out the field conditions. Again, they put a complete new grass surface in here for the first time, but the roots didn't take, so they had to rip the field up on November 12th. Enter Superman Toma. He comes in. He's been living here in New England, trying to get the field back in shape, and he's done a nice job.
He really has done a beautiful job, and a lot of the slipping that we've seen today, Jim, as you pointed out, is simply because it's been raining for 2 days. So he's done a wonderful job. The field looks fantastic. We walked on it. It's beautiful.
Deloiso into the kick. New England is down 13-9. This is John Vaughn. Showed a nice little burst, didn't he? Out to the 35-yard line, where Butch Roll teams up with Drain, I believe, Dwight Drain on the tackle, and it is first down, New England.
You know, this is a big, big game for Hugh Miller. I mean, he talked about it when we talked to him yesterday. He finally gets his opportunity. His time has come, and he felt like this was a big theater, a big arena for him today. He needed to play well. So far, it's been a little bit shaky, but coming on now, coming on a little stronger.
Certainly a win over Buffalo would solidify his position here. Millen, the tight end Mark Cook at the 40-yard line. They fly to Cook. Talley and Bailey are both there and hit Cook hard. Back up to the line of scrimmage come the Patriots. Second down, 5. Under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. Millen has Stevens out of the backfield. Tries to get up near a first down. Kirby Jackson got him down by his ankles and brought him down on the play. What a game last week Hugh Millen had. New England trailed 21-0, and they went into the hurry-up, no-huddle offense, which they're going into right now. And Millen had a career day throwing the football. It's 3rd and 1 right now. Half minute to go in the quarter. Stevens has a first down.
You know, Jimmy, a lot of the fans here and a lot of the media have been calling for them to use this offense a lot more. Now, usually they pull it out when they're down by 1, 2, 3 touchdowns. Well, now they're really close and trying it. They must like it.
They get the play off. Millen to Stevens again. And an extra dive to the 45 of Buffalo, and that's the end of 3 here in Foxborough. We'll be right back after these messages from your local station. Welcome back to Foxborough. So here we go. A lot of Buffalo Bills fans have made their way down here to New England. This is really one of the better ways for them to see a Buffalo game because Rich Stadium's always sold out. They were also down here last night to see the Buffalo Sabres play the Boston Bruins. Well, they saw the Sabres lose, and the Bills are hanging on against the Patriots 13-9. Jim Donovan and Beasley Reese here in New England. Hugh Millen. Mark Cook near a first down on second down and short. Will wait for the mark on the play. Gets near the 41-yard line.
That's a tough position that Mark Cook plays. I mean, they blast him every time he catches the ball.
All right, down the wire they came, the Patriots. And there you can see how they have really had... That Houston game is actually a win. They won that game in the last 6 seconds. So Miami, Jets, Buffalo, Denver, Minnesota. All down the wire. Most have gone into the L category. Millen is hit as he throws. Lotus scraped by his shoulder and hit him as he threw. And that ball fluttered dangerously out of there. But it will be an incompleted pass, second down. So it is amazing when you look at that. That's the difference. They just don't seem to pull close games out, and they're in another one here this afternoon. Can they get over the top? Big blitz. He's got Fryer. What a throw by Millen.
You know, they talk about his intelligence here, and when you've got an intelligent quarterback, he reads well, he knows the adjustments, and lays it in there perfectly under pressure.
35 yards, first down, New England. Right up to the line of scrimmage they come. First and goal, inside the 10 at the 7. They're down by 4. 13-9, 13:45 left here in regulation. Fryer can't get in with the swan dive. Odoms and Fryer met again, Beasley.
And Fryer is laughing that time. He thought he could jump over him, but couldn't quite. You know, 1 point, they're running a hurry-up offense against Buffalo. They see it every day in practice, but it's still giving them trouble.
Second down and goal. They mark Fryer at the 2. Fryer 5 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Millen misses his man. Tried to sidearm one in there to Marv Cook. Leonard Smith, the safety, on the coverage of Cook, and it's third and goal.
Great isolation on Irving Fryer. A little bit of a make, a little bit of a catch. Now watch him go up. And they caught him.
Third and goal. Millen keeps it. Touchdown, Patriots. Rooting for Hugh Millen more than Dick McPherson, as you saw there on the sideline. Marv Levy's got some problems right now. New England's got all the momentum, Beasley.
McPherson and Millen, you know,
they're going to check this play. They're checking to see if he scored. There was a late signal. Here it is. We'll get a good view here.
Great angle we've got here.
Oh, he's in. Huh? Touchdown?
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown. I've got about...
After review, the play stands. Touchdown.
Had about 50,000 New England fans looking right in my mouth when I said, yeah, he's in. I wanted him to stay down there.
Charlie Bauman had an extra point blocked right at the end of the first half. New England leads 15-13. This one's good. The New England Patriots lead for the first time today. Hugh Millen kept it himself and scored. We'll be right back. Maybe today is the day. Maybe today is the day that the New England Patriots finally win one of these close games. They lead on a Hugh Millen touchdown run of 3 yards. 16-13. Buffalo behind for the first time today. This is Kenneth Davis. Upsets him at the 27-yard line. Chris Cannon on the tackle. Jim Kelly has thrown 3 interceptions. He's thrown 1 touchdown. It seems as though he's been a bit off the mark today. Buffalo has not had a good second half offensively. Now easily they are trailing.
Well, this is the true test of that quick scoring offense. We'll see what they do under pressure. Normally this team performs with a lead. Now they've got to make a play.
13 minutes exactly remaining in regulation time. This is Thurman Thomas.
Well set up.
And a great hit by Vincent Brown. He is having a fine game. I mean, we've talked about Cornelius Bennett, but Vincent Brown has been right there, hit for hit too. Second down and 6.
You know, the last time they met, Vincent Brown had 12 tackles. Something about that Buffalo insignia that he can find it. He can sniff it out.
Now they run Thomas. And the Patriots stop him short of the first down. He'll be about a yard shy, it appears. He must get to the 39. Brent Williams makes the tackle. Joe Collier looks down, and Brent Williams told us it's maybe 150 different defensive options for them. We have a Patriot player down injured on the play, and Collier scans down. Chris Singleton is the injured player. We'll be right back to Foxborough in a moment. Chris Singleton was helped off by his teammates, but over on the sideline, he looks to be okay. David Howard replaces him. 3rd down and 1. Patriots with a big hit up in the middle of the air. The Bills are saying that Davis got the first down. Boy, that was a nasty collision up there.
It was. It looked like Fred Marion caught him right in the air. The question is, on what side of the first down marker?
I don't think we'll know until the chains come in. They needed the 39-yard line. All right, fellas, back up. First down, Buffalo. We have it on our 10-minute ticker this afternoon. 4th quarter games. There you see what's going on around the league. Dallas leading undefeated Washington 21-14. We'll check the other scores for you in a moment, and another big defensive play. Ray Agnew wraps up Thomas in the backfield. They'll lose yardage on first down. Pittsburgh is leading Houston. Remember, the Oilers could wrap up the Central today with a win. Giants are struggling at Tampa Bay 14-14. And the surprise of the day right now, along with Washington losing, is this ball game. The Bills are losing. Reed catches. Now this is where he's dangerous. Good tackle by Gordon.
Timmy Gordon has come in and done one heck of a job today. I mean, he's been banged up, comes back in, gets his start, and really has been everywhere. Great tackle.
Beasley, I noticed that Chris Singleton is back into the linebacking lineup for New England.
It's a big game.
3rd down and 4. That's going to be intercepted by Lepet. He's got the sideline. Fourth interception of the day. 23-yard return. In Kelly's defense, his receiver fell down.
Here's a great look at it. Look at the position, the body position by Ronnie Lepet. He sees the out, makes the perfect break. He's helped by the receiver going down, but still, his technique was beautiful. And has the wherewithal to step out of bounds.
Al Edwards is the receiver that falls.
Look at that. Look at the break on the ball. That's what's important. Tight roping down the sideline and a big play at just the right time.
5th Buffalo turnover of the day. They had just gotten to -1 after their big game that they forced Miami into 5 turnovers. The 4th interception of the day for the New England secondary. The New England defense has given the offense the ball inside the Buffalo 30-yard line. 10:53 left. And the Patriots lead by 3. Millen. He'll run it. Well done. He got away from Carlton Bailey twice.
That was a nice move. A very nice move. And a nice gain, an 8-yard gain. Super play.
All right, Beasley, take me into both huddles. So offensively, New England feels right now like they are leading the AFC.
They feel like they are number 1. We talked to them all week long. They desperately need to win a game like this one.
And on the Buffalo sideline, they're being tested. 2nd down 3. Russell is hit by that man, Bennett. What a game he's had.
I tell you, there's got to be 2 of them out there. It's got to be 2 guys wearing 97. This guy's been everywhere. Great play.
So into the Buffalo huddle right now.
Well, into the Buffalo huddle, you got to look for a guy like Cornelius to make a play. I mean, you know that he's in that huddle saying, come on, guys, we got to do something. And then, you know, that's beautiful. You talk about sniffing out the hole. He hit it perfect. That's a football player right there.
3rd down and 6. They lost 2 in the play. They're inside the Buffalo 25 at the 24. That's Marv Cook in motion. Millen. Oh, he's going to be intercepted. They read the pass to Cook. And Leonard Smith stepped in there and intercepted it for Buffalo. And the momentum swings back the Bills' way.
Well, the big teams make the big plays. 2 veterans, Smith and Bennett. I mean, that was unbelievable. One of the reasons that it happens is that they have gone to Marv Cook a lot on this very same play. This time they anticipated it. They've been hitting Marv Cook on this little short play, little short pass all day. This time they've got him surrounded, and the great break.
Well, I think you said it exactly right. They had him surrounded. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Smith intercepts. Kelly's got the ball at his own 19-yard line, but no damage done. No points given up. What a play by Vincent Brown. Then the late flag comes in.
Oh, my goodness, they are upset here at Foxborough. The flags came late. I mean, I thought he was on his back, but the flags came late. That's the only problem.
Pass interference, number 59, defense, automatic first down at the spot of the foul.
And it's an automatic first down. Brown tried to time his leap over the back of Thomas to knock the ball away. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Pass interference.
He was right over his left shoulder. First down, Buffalo. McKellar, the tight end, has it out to the 33, maybe the 34. And it would be 2nd down and short. Here comes Jim Kelly now. No huddle, just a informal gathering off the line of scrimmage. Right back up there, though.
New England has not allowed any long plays. That's what they've done well today.
2nd and 2. In fact, they'll turn it into a negative play. There's the ex-Buffalo Bill, Fred Smerlas. You saw him earlier in the game. He played 1 play without a helmet.
The Smurf, they call him. He tried to block that first play with the helmet by throwing it at a football. This is a guy that will do anything. I mean, he's a real legitimate old-time football player.
3rd down and 6. New England blitzes. Thomas will not get the first down. Marion wraps him up. David Howard, 99 for New England, came on a blitz. The Patriot defense.
You know, they're trading big play for big play. At the Buffalo end, you got some big plays. Cornelius Bennett, Smith, the defensive back. On the New England side, you get some great plays. Smerlas, Fred Marion there with the tackle. Big plays.
This is more punting. Henderson will take a short punt. He lets it hit. Oh, it hit Harry Colin on the foot, but it goes out of bounds. Fortunate for New England.
Ooh, that was close.
Colin did not see the ball, and it hit him a 30-yard punt. New England has the lead with 7:52 left. We'll be right back. 16-13, New England has the ball at their own 33-yard line. So what kind of game has it been? In this game, there have been 9 quarterback sacks, 6 turnovers, 2 block kicks. 1st and 10. Leonard Russell slips and goes down, and he'll lose yardage back to the 31. Carlton Bailey wraps him up, or actually just touches him, taps him because Russell lost his feet. They went out from underneath him, and he went down.
This is a major opportunity for New England. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game. A good long power drive right here. And you got to know that Walt Corey is telling his guys, as defensive coordinator, we got to make the right calls, and somebody has got to make a play. I keep my eye on number 97.
They lose a yard, making it 2nd and 11. They run again. Here's Russell to the outside. Oh, what a block by McMurtry. He's near a first down.
That was just a super effort by everybody. Look at Harlow working, Ivy Joe working, Leonard bouncing to the outside. Now watch the block coming up there by McMurtry. That's perfect.
It's a first down. And again, the fog is moving in here to Foxborough. First down, Leonard Russell now with 73 yards after only 5 yards last week against the Jets. Big blitz. Millen looking. Fire! And he hung on!
Jimmy, that was a catch that only men make. The ball is too high. He knows that he's going to get murdered at the end of the catch. Kelso is there with the punch. McMillan with the pump. He's got to feel good about that, but I'm telling you, that man right there made it work. The ball was too high. He had the nerve, the courage to go up and get it. That's a big-time receiver.
Fire, 6 catches, 136 yards today, and a touchdown. First down, New England, now in Buffalo territory. 6 minutes to go in regulation time. Leonard Russell. Good play. Jeff Wright, nose tackle. Got him by the bottom of the foot, kind of spun him around, and he went down at the 35. Back to the scores now. Let's check the 10-minute ticker. Dallas still leading over undefeated Washington, so we'll keep our eyes on that one for you. And I'm sure everybody wondering, of course, whether or not Washington can continue the undefeated pace. And Buffalo, the other big team at 10-1, in trouble here in New England with 5:12 to go in regulation time. This play is coming back. It's in fact going to be blown dead. Gordon McCarter took a hit from Mike Lodish, who was going after Hugh Millen no matter what. This one's going against New England.
12 start, 78 offense, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
All right, let's tell you the story now. 5:10 remaining. Regulation time. Patriots 16, Buffalo 13. Buffalo 10-1 coming into the game. New England only 3-8. Clock is running, which is exactly what New England wants to have happen. Dick McPherson's team has been down this road, it seems, every week this year. But they haven't been able to put any of the games away. They've lost in heartbreaking fashion every week. They lost on the 1-foot line last week against the Jets. Now they're trying to beat the best in Buffalo. And now they'll have to burn another timeout, too. And they'll only have one left. So as they discuss it on the sideline, we'll tell you that Thanksgiving Day, we've got a big lineup for you. Will McDonough visits with Tom Landry, so much a part of Thanksgiving Day, always coaching those great Cowboy teams. 3:30 Eastern Time, Will visits on NFL Live with the great Tom Landry. Then it's Pittsburgh and Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. And we'll also have visits with some of the great Steelers and Cowboys. And, of course, they had fantastic Super Bowl rivalries. And that's all on Thanksgiving Day. Now, doubleheader day here on NBC. Miami and Chicago are just about set to get underway at Soldier Field. Miami trying to stay in the playoff race, and Chicago trying to grab home field in that opening round. San Diego and the Jets also coming up. Buffalo 16-13, losing right now to New England. With 4:46 left, New England has the ball on the Buffalo 40-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 16. New England trying to work the clock, keep the ball, and maybe add to the lead. Millen's got Cook wide open. And it's a first down at the Buffalo 15-yard line.
The replay he shows that it's a double zone. The two safeties are taking half the field. When you see that as a quarterback and you've got somebody down the middle, you go at it. That's the weak spot. They exploited that time with a perfect throw and a great catch.
26-yard pass play and a first down. Remember, they were second down and 16, and now with 4:09 left. Millen has them set at the 15-yard line. Buffalo blitzing. Leonard Russell will run into trouble. There was no way the play was going to work. The Bills had everybody up at the line of scrimmage, and Shane Conlon made the play.
That's one of those situations where you say, great defense, bad play. Let's just not fumble. You know, and you know that Millen knows it's bad right now. He knows the play's not going to work. They just don't want to fumble.
We have one final score in this afternoon now. The Raiders have beaten Cincinnati 38-14. And Los Angeles collects their 8th win of the year. They're 8-4 now. Second down and 16. This was the big pass play. Same situation. Second and 16 when he hit Marv Cook. Buffalo blitzing again. Millen in trouble. Steps away. Throws it to the sideline, and it's incomplete for Irving Fryer. Kirby Jackson was right with him on the sideline. Fryer made a nice play, Beasley, coming back to help Millen out.
He certainly did, to find just anything that Millen could throw at. Millen is in trouble from start to finish. You take a look at the pattern, you know, that's very good coverage on the outside. Everybody's slipping. And notice how he keeps drifting back to his quarterback. Man, that was almost a catch. That would have been a great, that's a bad sign.
Right ankle, limping off. Yep, right on the instep, it seems. Millen now, his number's 19 for 38, 260 in yardage, a touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a third down and 16. Let's watch. It's caught well short of the first down, back at the 16-yard line. Marv Cook again. The safety, Mark Kelso, is there to make the tackle, and they continue to work on Fryer. And they will try a field goal right now. They lead by 3, 16-13. Fourth down, Charlie Bauman is in. Now, this has been an adventure all afternoon. He's had a 51-yarder blocked. He had an extra point blocked. He also made a field goal today from 29. 32-yard field goal attempt. Hodson to hold. Bad snap. And it's no good. Wow.
You know, this is a 3-part operation. And the clockwork, I mean, it must work so smoothly. Snap, hold, and kick. If any one of those first 2 segments are out of sync, then the kicker's approaching the ball differently. Take a look. You see Hodson had to pick the ball up off the ground, put it down. That throws everything out of sync.
Well, it doesn't look now that anybody got a hand on it. It just never was put high enough for him to get it up there. All right, they are saying now, from down in our truck, they noticed that someone did get a hand on it. But it certainly was a low snap that was the problem. Kelly with 2:27 left. Down by 3. He's going to get away from Agnew.
What a fake.
And Keith McKellar runs it out to the 26-yard line. New England misses a big opportunity to sack Kelly. Ray Agnew couldn't get him.
Kelly's little pump fake bought him the time to make that a completion. Oh, he's so smart. So good.
6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. And McKellar also stopped the clock when he got out of bounds. Wide open. McKellar, first down, and he gets out of bounds again. They only use 7 seconds. We're at 2:12. And they're at their own 35-yard line.
We're seeing the 2-minute drill worked in classic fashion so far. Only 2 plays, but 2 plays complete, gaining yardage and getting out of bounds.
Buffalo has all of their timeouts left, plus the 2-minute warning. Kelly loops one to a wide-open Al Edwards. And another first down to the 47.
That's 3 perfect, Jimmy. Catches, first downs, stepping out of bounds to stop the clock.
Ted Marchibroda with the big board. That contains all of the secrets of this no-huddle offense. Boy, I think teams would pay a lot of money to get a hold of that board. Now they try to run, and Thurman Thomas hits it into New England territory. Down near the 46, and we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in regulation time. Thurman Thomas is getting up slowly. The Bills trail by 3, but they are driving. We are at the 2-minute warning. The Patriots lead 16-13. Scott Norwood waits on the sidelines to see if he'll be called in to attempt a game-tying field goal. But before they hand it over to him, Jim Kelly has it 2nd down and 3 at the New England 46. Thomas rushes hard and looks to have a first down. I'm Jim Donovan along with Beasley Reese at Foxborough Stadium. We have 1:47 and the clock running. Left in regulation time. New England upsetting the Buffalo Bills 16-13, but the Bills are driving. Catch by Thomas. Big hit by Maurice Hurst at the 40-yard line. He already has 2 interceptions today, and he was looking to knock the ball loose from Thomas, who hung on. 1:20. Oh, they snapped the ball. Kelly was looking left, and Kent Hull let it go. And the ball goes back to the 45-yard line, and there are flags down with 1:16 left.
Left side, offensive center, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
You know, sometimes they go on the first sound, and Kelly had to call a receiver and get him straight. So the center heard the first sound and just threw it back at him. They're lucky to have the ball.
It looked kind of funny the way he stood up, too.
That was strange, wasn't it?
Kelly is 5 for 5. The last 5 times he's dropped back to throw. And he connects again, and a good open field tackle by Gordon as he wraps up Andre Reed. Now we're at 1:07 remaining, and I believe Buffalo is going to use a timeout. That's the first one they have used here in the second half. They have 2 left. They trail 16-13. They are at the New England 35-yard line with that left, 1:07. Here's a final score, Beasley. Washington has lost for the first time today, 24-21. As a matter of fact, let's check all the scores now on our 10-minute ticker, which will be coming up. So the Raiders have won. Kansas City is coming back in Cleveland. Washington takes their first loss of the year, and Dallas did it right at RFK, where everybody said Washington was so unbeatable. Houston looks like the champagne is on ice right now for them to wrap up the AFC Central. They are losing. The Giants have won. Phil Simms stepped in there in that game. Detroit leading over Minnesota, and Green Bay has beaten Indianapolis. And here in Foxborough Stadium, with 1:07 remaining, Jim Kelly brings his Bills out. 3rd down, 2 yards to go.
I'd hate to be coaching right now the New England defense. What do you call? Do you blitz them? Do you play zone? What do you do here?
Kelly sacked. He's trying to get rid of it. They're going to rule him down.
Quarterback, under pressure.
They rule him in the grass. And he certainly was. They had 3 Patriots around him. It's the 4th time he's been sacked today. 1:02 left, and it's 4th down. The ball is back at the New England 41.5-yard line.
That's what it's all about, Jimmy.
4th down, closer to 9 yards to go. Incomplete, the Patriots hold. into winning formation with 43 seconds left. Millen down to the knee. Buffalo still has 2 timeouts left. And they finally stopped the clock with 36 seconds left.
Buffalo, number 2, 40-second timeout.
1 timeout remaining. New England's defense won the ball game today, if indeed they can hang on here in the final half minute. Look at Fred Smerlas. He was hugging Vincent Brown. John Vaughn, the rookie, and Marv Levy. All right, let's take a look at today's Cannon camcorder replay of the game. Beasley.
Hugh Miller with the big opportunity, lays it up high. He was facing a blitz. Irving Flyer with all of that speed. He told us yesterday he still runs a 4.240, keeping his balance. Our Cannon camcorder replay of the game.
Fryer is way back in case the Patriots fumble the ball. He's standing back at the 25. Millen goes down to the knee. And Buffalo has 1 timeout left. All right. The employee and owners of Avis salute the game's MVP. There he is, Irving Fryer. He's the winner of the We Try Harder Award. Avis, the official car rental company of the NFL. Congratulations to Irving Fryer. He's had turbulent years here in New England, Beasley, but he's turned them all around. He said, I belong here now. I want to stay here. He'll become a minister in June. Says he owes it all to his religion. And he's had a big, big game today. He said he's very, very comfortable with his football. We have 29 seconds remaining. They're singing in New England as the Patriots are ready to pull off a major upset of the 10-1 Buffalo Bills. The Bills are out of timeouts. Millen, all he has to do is go down to his knee and it's over. And that, my friends, will do it. Let's watch the celebration. From Coach Mack have beaten the Buffalo Bills. Hugh Millen has definitely arrived as the quarterback here in New England. For Marv Levy and the Buffalo Bills, it's not a clinching party here today. They have not wrapped up a playoff spot. They have not wrapped up the AFC East, and they go to 10-2. And the New England Patriots have finally won a very close ball game. Other games have slipped out of their reach, like last week when they were denied on the 1-foot line, but they win today. Coming up next on most of these NBC stations, Game 2 of our NFL doubleheader. Many of you will see the Miami Dolphins battle the Chicago Bears. Others will see San Diego at the Jets, so check your local listings. For Beasley Reese, I'm Jim Donovan. So long from New England. The Patriots win today.